Hey guys, Ryan here for Bender Wins. Hope everyone's doing well today. Here with your daily free picks. All right, guys, so I got a couple plays for you guys today. Busy Monday, very excited. We got plays going right from noon all the way through to late at night today. So lots going on. I have two free plays for you guys. Masterclass. I have two additional NHL. I have NFL play, two NFL props, nice looking props today. 6 college basketball, etc., etc. So lots going on. Coming off a fantastic day yesterday in Masterclass. We ended up going 8-3 for the day, but not only did we go 8-3, but we hit some big plays. Started the day off on the right note, hitting Leeds United at plus 420. So picked up a really, really nice dog. They got the lead early, blew the lead, got the lead back, blew the lead, and then got the lead and held it. So a little bit of a nerve-wracking way to start the day, but hey, it got the juices flowing and woke me up. Didn't need a coffee after that. So following that, we went 3-0 in player props yesterday. Deontay Johnson under 6.5 receptions, Dak Prescott over for the rushing, and Kyle... I don't know how to pronounce. I really don't. I don't even know how to pronounce it. I'm not even going to try. The guy, the fullback on San Fran, Gino at Bet Openly would get mad that I don't know all their San Francisco players' names, how to pronounce them. Jerzak, let's go with that. Over 7.5 receiving yards. Got that pretty easily. So we picked up all of those. Now, here's what I want to talk about, guys. Our biggest win of the day yesterday. We had 2 units on San Fran. Okay, we had a unit on San Fran plus 3.5, and then we had a full unit San Fran on the money line as well. So we went 2 units on it. Now, why? And not only that, why did we go 2 units, but also why go a full unit on the money line? Because San Francisco should have been the favorite in that game, and they should have been the favorite in that game by a couple points, in my opinion, 3 to 3.5 points. And you think, well, yo, Bender, that's crazy to think that the number 1 ranked offense in the team and the Dallas Cowboys and San Fran, not a great performing team on the road, going to come in and you think they should be a favorite? Like, are you high? No, I am not. But here's what I want to break down for you guys. People become, for lack of a better term, stat blinded, okay? The public is very, very guilty of this in betting. And when I gave out that play, okay, a lot of people saying, dude, I totally support you, and, I think you're awesome, but you're totally wrong on this one. And, I really didn't care, because more important than stats is power rankings. And my power rankings told me a very, very, very convincing story on this game. So let's just take a quick look at why I think Dallas is not the team that people think that they are, okay? First and foremost, guys, we're going to look at this team, and we're going to look at the teams they played against, okay? Dallas, out of 32 teams, had the 31st easiest schedule, meaning that only the Philadelphia Eagles had an easier schedule than Dallas did. Dallas played against soft teams, and I'm sorry to say this, but that's who they beat up on this year, okay? They played Washington football team twice, played the Giants twice, played the Falcons, but now let's look at when they came up against half-decent, over 500 teams, okay? Now, keep in mind, they beat New England Patriots, and you say, okay, New England Patriots, they're an over 500 team, but at the time, this was the very beginning of the year, the Patriots had not turned it on yet, okay? Jones not found his game quite yet. So, yeah, they won that game, but, maybe a little bit of a discount in your power ratings for beating New England early on this season. Okay, they faced the Bucs. They lost handily. Broncos beat them. The Chiefs beat them. The Raiders beat them. Arizona beat them. And so on and so forth. That every time they came up against a decent football team, and sorry to Washington and the Giants, but every time they came up against a decent football team, they didn't perform well, and they struggled offensively. And you look at other statistics, okay? Number 1 in the league in takeaways. Look at where the takeaways are occurring, okay? I mean, look, if the Washington football team is going to go in the field and just hand you the ball 3 times, then really is that number a little bit skewed? Should that be adjusted in people's power ratings? Bucs certainly weren't going out doing it, right? Chiefs weren't. So actually, I think the Chiefs did. But that was back when, early on the season again, when, Mahomes' favorite pastime was turnovers, right? So I think there was some. But anyway, the point remains, guys, is you have to look past the numbers to understand what the numbers actually mean, okay? When I looked at this game and I was waiting, believe me, gun loaded, cocked, and ready to go when this opportunity presented itself, because all season long, Dallas has been overrated. But again, they continue to play against teams that, it's questionable whether you can find value. And I think Vegas did a pretty decent job, protecting lines. But in this particular game, we found that rare opportunity where the public's perception of the game created a massive amount of value for us. And that's why we took full advantage and we went the 2 units. So again, guys, above all the stats and everything else, power ratings is key. I'd love to do, a video on power ratings, probably be an hour and a half to 2 hour video. But, it's something to read up on, guys, something to, look into, how to start to create your own, because it is the basis of everything sports betting. When I come out and I bet my team totals, say, Bender, why do you like this team or why do you like that team? When I come out, and I take dogs like that and put 2 units on it. Okay, there's a reason, guys, and everything stems from power ratings, and that's where you're ultimately going to be able to identify your value from, okay? So that being said, guys, we're going to jump into today. We're having a fantastic year to start the year, up just under 10 units now in Masterclass. So well ahead of last year, where in January we were getting throttled. Last January was a terrible, terrible month. This January, quite the opposite. Definitely ahead of last year's pace. We could literally have broken even and be way ahead of last year's pace, but that's not the case. We're doing well. So, as I mentioned, guys, busy card today. BenderWins.com. If you're interested in Masterclass, it's $99 for an entire month, and it gets you my full card every single day, plus all the Masterclass educational videos. And those educational videos, guys, include a lot of the systems that I use to drive some of these plays, okay? So it's a combination. It's a step, it's a process, but the systems, guys, they give you a lot of added value as well. So it's, identifying value through creating your own lines via your power ratings, okay? So you create your own lines, identify value, try to make sure that, your lines aren't way off for a different reason, right? If I came and I said, hey, San Fran should be a 3.5 point favorite, and then I look and I say, la-di-da, they're a 3-point dog, I really got to look at that and I have to try to understand, okay, is there something I'm fundamentally missing? Is there a reason that Vegas is off 6.5 points on this game? Is there key injuries, et cetera, et cetera? So anyways, systems are another very valuable tool that give you basically confirmation of what, your power ratings are telling you. So again, it's a very powerful tool. And in and of itself, a lot of people just system bet on its own. I like to go a layer deeper than that. And I think that's, why I've been as successful as I have been over, this many years, is just going that extra level. But look, system betting on its own has been profitable for people. So, hey, anyways, BenderWins.com if you're interested, guys. Masterclass videos, my full card of picks every single day. And I try to make the Masterclass daily videos that I do as educational as possible in terms of pick breakdowns, et cetera, et cetera. So if you're looking at taking it to the next level, BenderWins.com. All right, without further ado, guys, I got a couple plays for you. We're going to start off. We got a 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time game between the Detroit Red Wings and the Buffalo Sabres. And we are going to go ahead and go 1 unit on the Detroit Red Wings minus 130. So Red Wings minus 130. I was able to bet this a little bit earlier. I did not get minus 110. I managed to get minus 125. Now line's gone to minus 130. I still think there's a ton of value here. And I also have another half unit play on this game in Masterclass. Again, if anyone's interested. But I like the Detroit Red Wings in this spot. I got a nice system on them. This system comes in at 64%. Now, don't let that 64% deceive you, because a lot of the 64% are favorites and sometimes heavy favorites. So what we really want to look at here is ROI. That tells the more accurate story. We have an ROI of 11.8%. So 11.8%, very, very strong. Remember, professional sports bettors, we are trying to hit 5%, okay? If we hit 4 or 5%, you're rich. If you hit 4 or 5% over, your lifetime, you're a multimillionaire. And I guarantee that yeah. Anyways, we'll leave it at that. This is 11.8%. So it's a very, very, very strong ROI. Definitely want to take advantage of this. And I really like Detroit here. I wish, to be honest, that there's other sharps on it. Let's be honest. This has already moved 20 points from open. It's 8:45 in the morning. So, I think the line continues to go up. We identified some good value. Look, on Saturday, we just had a 2-unit play on the Leafs. I had no idea. This game I spent maybe an hour on because I'm missing something. I'm definitely missing something in this game. Anyways, I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm giving it out at 2 units. And I gave it out at 2 units. It was minus, what was it? Minus 140, I think the Leafs were. Anyway, yeah, I believe they were minus 140. Yeah, they were. Minus 140. They went up to minus 200. So we got 60 points of value on that. Anyways, we ended up getting the win on that. So I don't see this going up to minus 200. It will not. But I still think we're going to see this line run a little bit. Early on, getting quite a bit of money. So Detroit's a good spot. We're going to take Detroit here, 1 unit minus 130. Final play, guys. I got a half unit play here in college basketball, game 903. We're going to take Seattle money line minus 125. Seattle money. Let me just confirm that game number for you guys. I'm pretty sure that's spot on. Yeah, 903 minus 125. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So again, it's important when you're betting, playing the home game, don't get hung up on numbers, okay? Let's be honest, okay? I say numbers as in stats and stuff. What do you think the public does when they bet? Do you think they just pull names out of a hat or pick the nice colored team? Sometimes they do, hey, babies say, I like that colored uniform, I'll bet them. Having some fun. Most of the public who dives in to do their so-called research, they're going to look at and say, oh, this team's got the number 1 offense and this team's the number 28 defense. So yes, that correlates and therefore I shall bet them. You want to make a living doing this. You want to make good money. You want to even just break even. You got to dig deeper. So I think, yeah, that's pretty much it. And on a final note, guys, today would have been my dad's birthday. So Dad, happy birthday. I know you are watching down on me, and despite the fact he's gone, we still talk all the time, or at least I do. It's a little more one-sided, the conversations, but yeah, I miss you and happy birthday. And yeah, that's it for us today, guys. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And as always, guys, have a very lucky day, and bye for now.